All right, here we go. All right, finally got it working. Thank you guys for being a little patient here. Kung Fu Chronicles going live today. It is Sunday afternoon, January 21st, as you guys all know. And I wanted to get on here. Apologies for two things. Number one, that we didn't do a, well, first of all, I'm a little late today. So that's apology number one. Number two, that we did not do this live on Fridays, as the people that did join in, or if you've seen the stream now, it's the live stream, the recorded portion of that was live. You know that every Friday we're going to do this at 8 o'clock my time. I'm on Pacific time. So depending on what time zone you're in, 8 o'clock my time is when we're going to do this here every Friday. We're making a commitment to that. So starting this Friday, we will do another live, may do more, and just kind of see how things go, depending on who tunes in and you know, who wants to know what, right? So meaning people that have questions, I really want to be able to allocate this time to give them answers and to let this be more of an open forum for folks. Okay. Once again, though, if you're new to the channel, thanks so much for being a part of this. My name's Sifu Kwazi. I've been doing martial arts for almost 30 years, both traditional, non-traditional. Shout outs to my both families. As a matter of fact, my traditional family, Ying Jiao Pai, which is Northern Eagle Claw, all the people out here, both in the Cali area, New York area, all over. We are celebrating, and we'll be fortunate enough to celebrate our Grandmaster's anniversary. The anniversary is 50th anniversary, bringing the system to the United States 50 years ago in New York City, 1974. So we're going to all be out there in April in New York to celebrate. I'm looking forward to that. I want to give some acknowledgments, and yeah, my dog's in the background. If you guys hearing the barking going on, just letting you know, I got 3 dogs, so a little bit of a farm in the back. But I want to give some acknowledgments again to my martial arts clan out there. Told you about the Ying Jiao Pai stuff. Also to my AKMF family. I also train in Krav Maga, so the American Krav Maga Federation. Folks out there that may be watching or watch later, I want to give you all some love. I've been training in Krav Maga for 5 years now, going on more. In fact, I'm getting ready to go for my 2nd degree black belt. So that's going to be very cool. Looking forward to it. As a matter of fact, we've got a call, I believe, this week, or a meeting tomorrow. And that's starting off. So that process is definitely trying, but well worth it. So hopefully my dogs don't go crazy here. Sorry in the background if you hear one. It's actually not too nice out today. It's kind of rainy, so I got to keep the dogs inside. Usually I got them out on a Sunday, but is what it is. All right. So I want to get things rolling quickly. Actually, let me, I'm a little remiss here. A couple things before I move on, because I've got a little bit of an agenda and I don't want to take too much time. I want the purpose of this to be so people can interact with me live and we can get on here. So I'm going to start let's see, look at the comments and stuff. You're not busy fighting anyway. Okay. Yeah. So I want to get on here and just get things rolling with some questions. I'm going to get answers to your questions. I'll check out the comment section in a minute. And I really want to give some shout outs to some people because, again, as I said, my AKMF family, Krav Maga family, we had our banquet the other night, which was amazing. Master Mark Cox from out in Chatsworth put that all together. And all the schools in the area got together for a night of fun, award giving, keynote speakers, things like that, and some gambling at the end. So it was a lot of fun. Just want to give everyone their props there. And props to you guys for supporting, for being here with me through this. So the channel's about 3 years old for people that don't know. I've been doing this and just having a lot of fun doing it, bringing you things from interviews to just how-tos, to breaking down techniques and much more stuff to come. So our ideas are always welcome as well. If you can't reach me here on the chat, just feel free to go ahead and email me, Kung Fu Chronicles at gmail.com. So it's Kung Fu Chronicles at gmail.com. That's also available to you. Let's see here. What do we got? And yeah, so the main thing, again, I wanted to get on here, speak to you all live really quickly, and continue the weekly lives. Let me know down in the comments if this is a good time for everybody. Now, it won't be on Sundays, but Fridays. So Fridays, 8 o'clock. And if you're in the West Coast area, if you're digging 8 o'clock as a time, let me know. If not, suggest another time. Okay. I'm always open to constructive criticism. And how I got, like, I was talking about the channel and how things got rolling 3+ years ago, was just really me wanting to give back. And of course, we were in the middle of a pandemic, and I figured a YouTube channel. I'd had visions and ideas for having my own channel. And I figured I would start with, one video I had in mind, just one, wrote down some ideas for it, finally filmed that, put it up there. But as things progressed, I thought, hey, why not go ahead and talk to martial arts instructors and local martial arts instructors, especially that I or my Sifu knew, and we would start there. And that's how I got started on the interview side. So today we are going to discuss specifically, I have a new interview up with Grandmaster Cynthia Rothrock. That's why the background here. She's got a new project, Black Creek. We're going to learn a little bit more about that as I speak to you guys. So whether you get to see the interview or not, I'm going to give you some information on this through video, and not just me babbling at you all day. But I wanted to get some acknowledgments out here, and a super special shout out. And I'm just going to end the shout outs there. You will hear me shout out people because I got to give love to people that have helped me along the way here. Star, I don't know if a lot of people are familiar, especially in the martial arts world. I'm a radio guy. So for people that don't know, I train and teach martial arts, but I also am my 9 to 5 is I'm a radio producer. Okay. So when I started in radio and out here in Cali back in 1998, 97, then worked my way up, moved to a couple states, but eventually got to New York, which is my hometown. New York radio is the big deal. Anybody, and whether radio or TV, that's market number one. And everyone will tell you that. So when I got the opportunity to work in New York for a few years, of like about 13 years, I got the opportunity to work with a guy named Star. That's his radio name. You can Google him, pretty famous. A lot of people know who he is. Star and Buck Wild Show. So long story short, when he does something called the Star Report, he's got his own channel. It's a pretty big deal. And we've kept in contact, and I asked him for some suggestions and things about how to grow the channel. And he was kind enough to send me some stats and things, but he told me, he was like, hey, you need to go live. I was like, cool. So I took his advice, and I'm finally doing a live. Our first one was 2 weeks ago, and now we're doing this again. So really quick, I'll give you a glimpse. If you don't know who Star is, like I said, Google him, Star and Buck Wild. It's not hard to find. I'll give you a quick glimpse.
Hey, it's your body. I'm an atheist, and I'm going to troll you today, and I'm going to say no. It's God's body. You are just the vessel. God is everywhere. God is everything.
All right. So again, not without controversy. I will warn you, if you go ahead and check out my guy Star's his podcast, you definitely got to go in there with an open mind. Very, very educated guy, and you will learn a thing or two, but really good dude. Like I said, I reached out to him, and he shot me some love, and just kind of gave me the advice to go live. He was like, hey, go live. You should go live. Go live. It's my best Star impersonation. And I said, okay, cool. Sent me his analytics and everything. That was amazing. So, really good guy. And I got to give shout outs to people that are fellow YouTubers that are doing, very well, that will take the time to, to talk to me and give me advice on how to build my community here, you guys, as things are coming in here. So I always appreciate that. All right, so let's roll on. Cynthia Rothrock, as I told you, Grandmaster Cynthia Rothrock. For those unfamiliar, and I know, especially if you're in the martial arts world or, training martial arts, most people know about the icons, and she's one of those in the industry. She's a stylist first and foremost, started, like tournament runs, did many arts, I think 9 different martial arts she's proficient in, got multiple black belts. Her tournament stints are like world renowned. So she's got so many just freaking accolades. I could go on and on, for hours on this stream about that. So go ahead and look it up if you don't know her. But for those that don't, she also is a world-renowned action star. So she got into Hong Kong cinema first and foremost, like back in the old school Jackie Chan days, Sammo Hung days, Yuen Bao, all those guys from the Peking Opera. So she was getting into it basically where there really weren't that many women representing. Basically her and Michelle Yeoh, they did their first movie, Yes Madam, back in like the mid 80s, I should say. So I got to talk to her, and I'm going to show you guys some snippets. The interview is up now, so you can see part 1 and part 2. So nice we had to do it twice, right? To break it up, because I wanted one part mainly about her martial arts background, then the other part I gave you that was more about the movies, and then her new current project, Black Creek. So I see someone here has commented already about Black Creek, so I'm getting to that right away. But I want to show you just a clip or two from part 1 of the interview if you guys haven't seen it already. This is more about her martial arts history and how she got into certain things. For my Ying Jiao Pai folks, my Northern Eagle Claw folks, I definitely wanted to nerd out with her about that, because she spent a few years studying with her own Master Shum, learning a lot of the forms and techniques in it. So this was my opportunity to nerd out with her, and I had to do it because I haven't seen a lot of interviews where she's talked specific Ying Jiao Pai. So let me give you.
Competing, like I said, all over the East Coast, and I was competing at Henry Cho's tournament. I don't know if you remember that. The big tournament at Madison Square Garden. Nice. And I was doing weapons, and I met Benson Lee from Master Shum's school, and he was doing a double-headed spear form, and I was like, I've never seen anything quite like that. It was beautiful. I was so impressed. I was like, I have to learn that. And he said, yeah, I study Eagle Claw. So I lived in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So I drove up, met with Master Shum, and I said I was going to come every Sunday and train with him, and of course it was like, I want to learn double-headed spear form. Well, first you got to start with,
right.
Eventually I did learn it, and I would go back and forth probably for about 3 years, and I studied privately with him.
People Benson doing that form.
Yeah,
the
see
same
that move
thing.
right there? I put that move in my first movie, Yes Madam.
Yeah, so that was from the first part of the interview. We talked Ying Jiao Pai specifically. We got into her martial arts training. Again, she's got like 9 different black belts. Ying Jiao Pai is just one of the systems she studied. She's did Tang Soo Do, started in that, but she's very well weapon trained and proficient in a lot of weapons. So she shared with me her love of the double-headed spear, which is ironic because same thing. When I first saw that form, I wanted to learn it too, just like that. So it was cool to bond with her a little bit over that. I'm gonna show you a second clip from this interview that I like, because I asked her specifically about her favorite weapon.
I was competing with the double hook sword forms. I first learned it from Master Shum, and then I went to Chengdu, China. I trained with the Wushu team back in 1982 when it was really hard to get in. And then I kind of combined what they taught me with Master Shum taught me, and that was my weapon.
Just to bring back memories.
That was even, geez, you really found your footage here.
That's the double tiger hooks.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
Do you remember where that's from? Like what?
It's in Chinatown, and it was a demonstration that I remember Doc Wong and Brandon Lai and all these Chinese masters were there, and they all brought students, to perform.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that is before I started competing professionally, actually.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun nerding out with her a little bit about Ying Jiao Pai stuff, and shout out really quick to my Ying Jiao Pai New York people, because they put together a documentary called The Masters of Eagle Claw, and that's where I got a lot of those clips. That's Grandmaster Cynthia Rothrock saw, and she's like, "Wow, where'd you find that?" I was like, "Actually, I didn't find it. We've had a documentary out for years, and it just happened to be on there." So serendipity at its best, right? So let me transition a little bit over. Got Shin Batman 84 here. What's up? Asking a lot about Black Creek. So the second part of the interview, I talked to her about her other movie projects, or her other iconic movies. We got into detail on that. A lot of good behind the scenes stuff she shared. She's so generous. I got to tell you, she's super duper down to earth, nice lady all around. So she was just really sweet to give me about an hour's worth of time, and we just chopped it up. So we talked, of course, about the movies because I had to nerd out a little bit. So I'm going to give you a little bit of that, and then we're going to talk about Black Creek. I promise that's coming. So
it was right there when he kicks me in the shin and I have to fall on my face. Out of that whole movie, that one hurt the most, that move right there.
Oh, geez. And hopefully you didn't have to do that like 20 times, retaking that.
It's Hong Kong.
Really quick on this move, just had to ask, is this you when you do because I think it's one of the coolest parts when you run across the wall and you come around and kick them?
Yeah, well, what they did there is it's a little movie magic. There's a little ledge, a little teeny ledge, and your foot jumps on the ledge and you jump off and spin around.
Oh, okay, dude, it's so cool, man. Every time I see that move, I'm like, yo, that is so cool. You were doing it way before Crouching Tiger.
Yeah, I did it in Yes Madam too, and yeah, it's like even like in Yes Madam when you saw the split on the wall, there's like a little teeny little thing which doesn't help much, you know, but you put your foot on and then put your leg up on the wall. So I learned a lot of good things in Hong Kong. Oh yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
So Yes Madam was her first movie that she did with Michelle Yeoh back in like 85, 86. She broke down, like she's about to talk about. I'm going to play the rest of this clip for you guys. How they did a lot of the behind the scenes stuff with that iconic kind of that move on the wall where she's doing the split on the wall, and also she's going to break down a couple of other quick things. But I really got, you know, like really just kind of nerded out with her about some of this stuff, because I'm a big geek when it comes to behind the scenes stuff. I love watching the movies, but knowing that how they did this and how they didn't do that, or how they tried to make something work and if it worked or didn't work, I'm really into that. So let me keep playing this for you guys here.
And then it's like what they did is, you see there's a little ledge there, right?
Yes.
And they drilled 2 holes in the wall, and they put a wire around my waist. So on action, I have my foot on the little ledge and my other foot's over my head. And on action, I kick my foot to the wall. They pulled me with the wire into the wall, so I'm straight on the wall. And they held me there for about 2 to 3 hours, right? Waiting like that. And I couldn't walk the next day. I was so sore. Oh,
yeah. That's insane.
In that position for over 2 hours.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, you see the little ledge thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Down here. This one down here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just had you, like, your other leg was taped back? Or yeah, is that what you said?
No, it wasn't taped back. I have a wire on my waist that the 2 stuntmen were behind the wall pulling me in, so my split is right up against the and I could stay there.
Okay, got it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's intense.
Because
and you're holding
the movie on
Yeah, so to get more of that, that's from part of 2 of the interview that I just posted earlier today. So you can check that out on the channel. It's all there for you. We did talk Black Creek. So for guys asking right now, yes, Black Creek is her new project. It's in post-production. It's a Western martial arts movie. The combination of that. So I think that's kind of a new genre. You know, we've got John Wick, which is kind of gung fu, which kind of basically wasn't new, because technically if you've ever watched movies like Hard Boiled or The Killer, there's been gun fu before, and John Wick kind of like is the new version. So the new, I guess the new genre would be this kind of Western and martial arts, two genres getting together. So Cynthia Rothrock's doing it now. I know Michael Jai White did a Western martial arts movie as well. I'm not a huge Western fan. You know, I know the classics, Good, Bad, and the Ugly, things like that. Tombstone is one of my favorite movies of all time. You know, but I'm not a huge Western fan as far as movies go. But I like the good ones, the classics, right? But she talks about Black Creek, how that came about. So I want to give you guys that whole thing. Hold on a second here. To me about the production, how it went, and you got like the who's who of martial artists in that movie. So yeah, give us some background a little bit on everything.
You know, after doing like 70 movies, I finally decided, hey, it's time to do my own. That's my God.
Nice. That's like my guys.
You know, do my own, you know, do the fight scenes the way I want, to have the script, the character the way I want, to incorporate all my friends in it. You know, so I like Westerns as well. I think I really started liking them when I started watching Yellowstone. I was like, oh.
But I'm doing this for our family.
And I was like, you know, there's not that many female gunslingers. I really want to do a Western, but I want to do it with a big martial art fight scenes, you know, not just your typical ballroom, you know, saloon fights. I want it to be different.
Yeah. And that's something that I really am looking forward to seeing, something that's different. Western meets martial arts, totally into it, the whole idea, because you've got gritty Westerns out there. And like I was telling her, Tombstone's one of my favorite movies. But yeah, so we're looking forward to that. That's going to be a really good project. Like we said, they're in post-production now doing Black Creek. So I'll give you guys one more clip of this and then we'll move on from Cynthia Rothrock. Hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know down in the chat a couple things I'm seeing down here. Says, I'm not a biggest fan of Westerns, but Black Creek sounded like a great film. Welcome break from stuff like, yes, absolutely. I don't know. It's like controversial. Our superhero, is the superhero films, are we people getting burnt out on it? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I'm a superhero, film fan myself, Marvel, DC, all that stuff. But yeah, I think there's a burnout factor. So it's going to be fun to see something new, right? So I think this Black Creek project will kind of that. And like I said, the Michael Jai White movie as well. So it's nice to see something new under the sun, right? Here we go.
Artist producing her own film, co-writer, having her own company doing it, being in charge of everything, of being successful on Kickstarter, and the best part of it is that we had so many backers involved in the film. Yes. And to hear them say, this has been my lifetime dream to be in a film with you, and to make that happen. And, just the excitement on the set of everybody being there. And right now we're in post-production,
Right. Yeah, so it should be very exciting. I saw someone in here write that they donated to the Kickstarter, which I did as well. So again, we're looking forward to that. If you see the interview, spoiler alert, she does tell me that the movie's probably coming out within the next 4 months, or at least that's their aim. But I know we're probably going to see, or according to Grandmaster Cynthia Rothrock, we should be seeing a trailer within the next couple, not even couple months, next month or so. So we'll see. And again, something to look forward to. And I don't want to spoil too much. Go ahead and check out the interview for more the full interview. Just want to tease this and kind of get this out in everybody's on everyone's radar, so you guys can check it out and let me know yourself. And then also, while I'm here, let me know, guys, who you would want to see in future episodes on the channel, because I'm always looking for new people. I booked a couple of guests for the new year already. So those are going to be very, very cool. I will give you guys more updates later. And reminder to check out the community page as well on the channel. People kind of forget about the community page. This is where we can kind of just give you guys little quick snippets of news without like flooding your timelines and stuff on YouTube. So the community page, I try to use at least once a week to keep you guys up to date with what I got coming up on the channel and guests that I've got coming up. So confirm like 2 good interviews coming up. When I get those, when they're a little bit closer to being done, I'm going to have you guys chime in and submit your questions. For the people that I do interview, things you'd like me to ask. Again, it's not always just going to be like old school martial artists. I'm trying to blend between traditional and non-traditional. So, going into the world of UFC fighters and things like that. So bringing people aboard like that, or reaching out to people like that, I should say, so that they can come on the channel and I can talk to them about their arts and what they do, and specifically. So this is not just going to be, it's Kung Fu only. I know it's called KF Chronicles because my base is traditional martial arts, but it's also that thinking with the open-mindedness of also enjoying all martial arts as a martial artist. So, and I'm always, I'm the forever student, as I've said before. I'm not here to tell you that my style is the best and all that. I'm not a freaking, like a movie guy where it's just like, yeah, my style's the best and Kung Fu's all that and everything else is trash. It's like, no, it's like, I'm open to well, I should say, like I said, I'm a student first and foremost, so I'm always open to learning so much from everybody that's around me. And there's something to be said that can be learned from other martial arts as well, and I enjoy that. That's why I've incorporated non-traditional training in my lifestyle as I've moved forward now. As I said before, if you're just tuning in, I'm also a Krav Maga practitioner, which is an Israeli combative martial art that they teach the Israeli soldiers out there. So that's it. Grandmaster Cynthia Rothrock had a whole lot to say. Check out the interview if you haven't already, if you want a little more info on that. Again, if you guys have ideas on who you'd like to see on the channel, let me know. and your ideas are always welcome. If you can't reach me here, if if you're watching this later and not watching it live, my email is kungfuchronicles@gmail.com, spelled KUNGFU Chronicles with a K, KHRONICLES @gmail. So that's another way you guys can reach out to me and be like, hey, this is a suggestion, or this is also a suggestion. And I take, criticism as well, constructive. As long as it's constructive, I'm all good. So we're at the end of the day, we're trying to build this community, make it bigger and better for everyone. So whether you're a martial artist, non-martial artist, instructor, non-instructor, I don't care. You want to chime in with something constructive, I'm all here for it. So I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I wanted to do this for like a good 30 minutes tops. Again, we're going to try to do this live thing. We're going to do lives once a week. Friday's the day, 8 o'clock is the time, Pacific time, because I'm on the West Coast. Let me know if there's a time that works better, and as a community, if we can find one. It's just a special edition Sunday, because this Friday, like I said before, I had a banquet, so I couldn't be here live, but now I wanted to make sure we got in something this week, so we will continue to do that. Other shout out, while I'm talking about channel news and stuff, every Wednesdays we'll be releasing new content. So I changed our banner. So I was doing content weekly, if not more than that, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, but every Wednesday you will get something new, be it a full length, or I should say a long form video or a short form video, one of the two. You'll always get something new every week here. And I'm pledging on Wednesday that's the one day you will see something specifically new. So look out for that. All right. So a couple things before I close, we're going to do what's called martial arts news every week. And that is basically just bringing you something, new that I've seen in news, or just want to kind of bring to you guys here. So yay. I can kind of make it a little lively. Yeah. So martial arts news this week. Let's do this thing. Let's make it yeah, there we go. Trying to be all professional and whatnot. Martial arts news. Well, as most people know, UFC was last night. Every Saturday night, usually every Saturday, most Saturdays, you've got UFC fights. Big upset last night. Want to talk about that a little bit for those that are fight fans. I know you guys tuned in here. So the big deal, obviously, Strickland getting defeated last night by Duplessis. Big fight. Decision, went all 5 rounds. Strickland was lost the fight, got taken down 6 times, but got back up each time. And Strickland's known for that big old jab, man. That guy can jab like nobody's business. So big old upset last night. I thought that was amazing. I actually didn't even get to see the fight live. It's kind of a lot going on this weekend, but I watched a lot of the recaps on these fights, and some really, really good stuff, guys, going out in the UFC world. And like I said before, I'm really trying to get some UFC people, MMA people also, that I've got on the list of people that as prospective people to come on the channel and interview with me. So looking forward to that this year. Hopefully you guys are you let me know. Are you guys UFC fans? Are you not? I know a lot of people are, and I'm definitely into it. Any sort of martial art, I at least want to dip my toe into it and at least get exposed to it. I'm always into it. But yeah, the Strickland fight was the big upset. So now Dricus Duplessis is your new UFC champ. A little controversy, as they say, controversy over that fight, because it was a decision. But yeah, the question now is like, who's next for Duplessis? Who's going to challenge him? So that should be interesting. Who do you guys think will challenge him for the belt? Just going down the line really quickly, on the woman front, Pennington pulled her fight out against Silva. Yeah, Magny and the welterweight winning, and then Curtis Victor in that fight, the middleweight side, and featherweight finally, Evloev, Movsar Evloev was able to punch out that win finally there. So yeah, a lot of good stuff happening. That's my martial arts news this week. And every week I'll bring you guys some sort of martial arts news. Either it will be from my channel specifically, or just something that's out there. So again, anything that you guys want to contribute, like it says, I got the banner down here. Feel free to do that. This is going to be a growing community. We're going to do this again every week. So I've got my IG down there, my Gmail down there. You guys can feel free to always access access me there if you can't do it here. Checking my comments here. Yes, indeed. We are all students for life. Love that. Yep. I am always going to be a student. I don't care how far up in the game I go. I'm always going to be a student, a martial arts student. That's for freaking sure. Okay. Like I said in the beginning of this thing, I'm going for my second degree black belt in Krav Maga. This coming up very shortly. In fact, I got a meeting tomorrow about that. So I'm looking forward to that. But I've been a traditional martial artist for almost 30 years. So I got my first black belt back in like 1999 or 2000, something like that. So it's been a minute for me. I know not even as long as some people out there have been doing a whole lot longer than me, but it's definitely a commitment. It's a lifestyle, and I wouldn't change a thing. It's not my all-around job, but I love it, and I'm going to be here to do it for quite a bit, hopefully, God willing. And with your help, I thank you guys all for being part of this great community. I want to leave you guys, like I said, with something just to kind of give you a little bit of encouragement if you need that, or, even if it's just, whatever, just need a little bit of pick me up motivation, whatever. I'll give you a clip from my very first video that I posted on the channel. And this was 3 years ago when we started the channel. I want to do that first. Here we go. My very first video. So yeah, don't be so unkind if you check this out.
You like Kung Fu? Well, so do I. You like martial arts in general? So do I. You like walking, eating, talking, breathing Kung Fu? Well, maybe I can't help you there because I don't think everything's about that, but I do love the crap out of Kung Fu. And you...
Yeah, I do. Love Kung Fu, love martial arts in general, and love you guys for tuning in today. So there you go. It's cool to actually, after 3 years of doing this channel, looking back, and what I can say is, you definitely start off and you're a junior at this. As you can see in that video, man, I got no lighting going on. I got, I'm just in my little Kung Fu gym mode, no lighting there whatsoever. I mean, no mic. I'm just talking into my laptop, I think. No script, no nothing. Just me off the cuff talking. I think that was the very first video I posted on the channel, and literally it's just like you see it there. It's just me talking, and just wanted to welcome everybody to the channel at the time. So reflecting back 3+ years later, if you have a dream or have a aspiration to start something, even if it's YouTube, my suggestion is just get out there and do it. Get out there and start. Go ahead and make that first video. Yeah, it's going to suck. I'll tell you that. Unless you've got prior experience at video editing and all that. Yeah, it's going to suck, but you're going to get so much better. As I look at this video compared to what we're doing now, and I say we because it's really me, but we meaning the community, what we're doing now is just so motivating and humbling for me. Because I started off just like this, where wasn't scripting, wasn't lighting, wasn't thinking about all that. I just wanted to get a channel going and had some ideas for videos. And now 3+ years later, we've got interviews with damn near superstars in some ways. I've talked to some people in the industry, out of the industry, people that are prominent, some not so prominent, and it doesn't matter. It's just a learning experience altogether. And I'm super humbled by those that have just even taken the time to speak with me. And help me grow the community, and just giving me their time. And like I said, I love to learn. So it's been a great experience. So again, we'll keep doing this thing, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back this Friday, 8 o'clock. I will drop the teaser for the live probably tomorrow or the next day. Look out for some more clips from the interview from Cynthia Rothrock. If you haven't seen the interview already, going to be dropping a lot of those clips, not a couple, a lot of those clips this week. So you guys can check out, even if you don't have time to check out the whole interview, you'll at least get some clips of the interview so you guys can check it out at your leisure, both on the channel here and on my Instagram. So make sure you guys just check in every week. And if you don't got notifications, go ahead and click those, do all that stuff, subscribe, hit a like, hit the bell, all that wonderful stuff that people tell you to do. Please go ahead and do that, because that's how we help the community grow and help build this thing up. All right. And helps me help you keep up to date with what we've got coming up. I promise we got so much good stuff. 2024 is just starting, and I can't wait to do a whole lot more for you guys. And again, you can always reach out to me on the like it says here on the banner here, through my IG or through my emails and all that, and let me know what you're looking forward to seeing. All right, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you later in this week. And as always, keep punching. Yeah, baby.